today we're going to throw in an album by a Florida band, Orlando area band, Anberlin. Now, this is a band that I really, really enjoy, but I have to tell you about the first time I saw this band live because it's something else, okay? So my dad and I were at a festival called Cornerstone, Florida. There's two different Cornerstones. There's one in Illinois. There was one in Florida. Unfortunately, neither exist anymore, but they were a gathering of a bunch of the like latest, greatest Christian rock bands, faith-based bands, that sort of deal. And my dad and I happened to go over to a side stage that they were having going on. And we noticed that people were waiting for this band called Anberlin. And Anberlin was late. They weren't there. And people were starting to think maybe they're not going to show up. But people in the area were excited because they're from Orlando. The festival was in Orlando. This is that hometown team, right? And so everybody's waiting on these guys to show up. All of a sudden, lights go down, band comes out, full tuxedos. Turns out they had gone to a wedding earlier that day, and they hit Orlando traffic, which is why they were not able to be there on time. But they came out, they played a killer show, and a lot of the songs that they played that night were off this album right here, Never Take Friendship Personal, which, I mean, that's really a good, slogan for life in general, unfortunately. But this album came out in 2005 from Tooth and Nail Records. And I'm just going to go down the track listing here. Again, no skippable songs on this record. Never Take Friendship Personal. You come right out the gate with a nice rock song. You got Paper Thin Hymn, which is a good one. Stationary, Stationary. The Symphony of a Blaze, which is a little bit of a slower tune. A Day Late, which is a really fun tune. The Runaways. You have Time and Confusion, which is my favorite song because when they play that, they really get the crowd into it. You also have the Feel Good Drag, which is such a hit for them that they've actually included that song in albums throughout their discography. They keep including that song because people like it that much. So that's kind of cool. Audrey, Start the Revolution, A Heavy-Hearted Work of Staggering Genius, and Dance Dance, Krista Pathagen, which I hope I said that right. But it's 11 songs. It is a rock album. I would say it's a little bit of an in-between like U2 and some more heavier stuff. I can't think of a band off the top of my head, but kind of between U2 and some more heavier stuff if you listen to this. And if you're a fan of the movie Point Break at all, the lead singer, at least when he was playing back in 2005, kind of look a little bit like Patrick Swayze. So, but with all that being said, again, the album, Never Take Friendship Personal, the artist, Anberlin. Check it out. Let me know if you skipped any songs in the comments below.